everybody, it's Amiga Rob here, and today I thought I'd make a video that's a little bit different. As you may or may not know, I hate technology. I think it makes my life... I think I waste more of my life trying to do stuff with it than is worth it most of the time. And part of the reason I do stuff with technology is because I want to have an aim to do something in particular, and it's the only way I can do it. Stuff with music and video that would take forever to do in analog forms, or even longer in film and more expensive, you can do quite easily, like this video I'm making here. There's always complications and things annoy me. So I think it's important every now and then to do something that doesn't involve technology, like I'm failing to do now because I'm filming this for the channel. But today I am going to be simply planting some seeds. That's right, planting some seeds. And I've got a few packs of seeds here. In fact, I've got absolutely tons of packs of seeds that I picked up really cheap in Wilkinson's, funnily enough, last year at the end of the season. They went down to quarter price and they were still on 3 for 2, so I got tons of stuff, but I haven't planted anything yet this year because of the cold snaps. And I don't actually have what I'm the best at planting in my flat, because believe it or not, if you live in a flat you can plant crops, and you can get crops that you can live off of. But what I'm doing this year, well, I'm hoping to plant some cucumbers. I don't have any seeds, and I actually planted last year Greek varieties of cucumbers, which don't like growing in the UK at the best of times, and I got quite a few cucumbers off, but it took up a lot of my flat and blocked out a lot of light, so maybe I won't do that this year. And I keep trying tomatoes and they're never that successful. Again, I generally use Greek varieties. So this year I just picked up some simple ones. These Alicante ones I'm probably not going to try because they're quite big, but these sweet Million F1s, I might give these a spin. I'm thinking I might plant these here and then take them to a relative's garden to actually grow on. So anyway, these particular ones I'm going to do in some of these long propagator trays, which are normally like, I think they're at one point they're about £4 in Wilkinson's. Funny enough, it's another bargain I got in Wilkinson's, but they went to 30p in the end, so that suits me just fine. I hope I'm in focus here. In fact, I haven't checked what the focus is set to on this. Let me sort that out. But yeah, it's I think it's quite important to do some planting every year. I think whatever area of business, wherever you live, whatever you do, you should be aware of. Yeah, we're not set for autofocus. Hopefully that should be me in focus now. Ah, hello. I think whatever you do, whatever area of business, wherever you go, even if you're away, because there's ways around watering and stuff, you should do some planting. You should grow stuff, always. So I've got 2 trays. I think I'm only going to do... I should do both. I've also got some time, because in my in the block where I live, a few people have asked me to try and plant some herbs for everyone to enjoy, so I might try that. We've got some rosemary out there at the minute. I've got some basil as well, but I bought some basil. I don't know if I can be bothered with basil because it causes so many problems keeping them going. And you might as well just buy them for the shop for, I mean, the seeds cost me £1, and there's a lot of seeds in there, but you can get a plant for 90p, and if you grow it, if you take care of it, you can grow it well. I do normally grow a lot of basil though. This thing looks a bit like a Lego brick upside down. That's pretty cool. Anyway, let's see if I can... Now these are pretty cool, these things. There we go. I think you can just about see what's going on there. He says as he frantically adjusts things. I've got a bottle of water here. So, oh yeah, this is going to be going in and out of focus, so I will fix the focus. He says as he desperately tries to get the focus to fix. That looks sort of in focus. Let me take these off. So yeah, these things, I think they've discontinued them now, but they come with these little compost plugs. They're, I forget what we call these things, qua, something like that, I don't know. Never heard the word out loud. It's one of those words you don't hear out loud and then you pronounce it wrong and everyone laughs at you. And it tells you, what you do is you add water and these things expand. And then you're supposed to put the seeds in. But I don't think that's cool enough, so I can do it that way. So yeah, the actual instructions say, remove clear lid and add 30 ml of water per pellet, or approximately 600 ml to expand the full pack. Add more water as required. Well, yeah, I'm not going to do that. Actually, never really read the instructions. It's placed on the windowsill in the greenhouse away from direct sunlight. It's interesting, I've been putting them deliberately in direct sunlight. How do you put them in a greenhouse away from direct sunlight? That's the point of a greenhouse, that it's in sunlight. Good one, Wilkinson's. When the seeds begin to sprout, prop open the clear lid. Once all the seeds are sprouted, remove the lid and place in direct sunlight. Okay. As the first full leaves appear, cut back the weakest, leaving only one strong seed in each pellet. Alright, it wants you to plant more than one. Do not overwater. Add water to tray only when the plug is a light brown colour, which is where you get... So this is quite good if you're going away during the time when you're trying to germinate these seeds. This ain't too bad. Put the plants outdoors in the shade for several days to harden off, protect from frost. Transfer. I'm going really late with these, by the way, so... I mean, what's the period on this? Yeah, these are supposed to be... For greenhouse crops, January to March, that's sort of what we're doing. March to April for outdoor crops. Anyway, let's try some of these. Oh, luckily it's got a little... They're pretty good quality, these Johnson seeds, and it comes with a Sweet Million F1, these are. It's got a little dewberry, so I'll stick that on there so I remember what these are. £3 these cost me, which is more than most. I actually want to be sold by 2021. So yeah, now what does this say? It's always worth reading the instructions. It says January to March for greenhouse crops. In pots or in seed compost. Sow thinly, cover with a fine layer of compost. Firm gently and keep. Excuse me, stretching my leg. Oh, there we go. Hopefully I've got sound on this video, because I have done videos before when I've finished and there's been no sound. I don't fancy trying to do looping all the audio for this. So thin, cover the fine layer of compost, keep firm gently and keep moist. I've got tons of these things, by the way. I bought about 20 of them. I've taken a load around to relatives and stuff. Growing at approximately 15 degrees, yeah, so I'm well behind here. And the important thing with tomato seeds is to know whether they form determinate or indeterminate. And I always get it round the wrong way, but one of them turns into a kind of bush, and all the fruits ripen at the same time. You have to pick them all at the same time. You don't cut them back. And the other one, they grow like a vine and they creep, you know, and those you do need to trim back, and the fruits ripen at all different times. Yeah, so the indeterminate type requires support. That's the way I remember it. So these will need a cane, and these ones will ripen at all different times. You don't have to harvest it all in one go. Now the thing that I always wonder at is whether to do the bottom, open the bottom or the top. Before I do that, let's see if I get this label out, which I'm doing in a really messy way. Let's come back and do that properly later. Anyway, so yeah, this is quite good with these things, because if you live in a flat, you probably don't have, you don't really want to get tons of compost in your flat while you're trying to bring plants through. You will need a bit of compost eventually, But I've got quite. I mean, I've got tons. Then you have to get rid of it when you decide you don't want it anymore, which isn't always easy. Anyway, yeah. So the question is, what's the best way to open this? I've also got tons of little trays actually, and I might do some more. Might do another video tomorrow doing the little trays, but I've gone on a bit of a run of doing tons of videos, so. I've had quite a headache today, and I'm already feeling a bit better just looking at these plants. Right, always tend to come in these things. If you never planted anything before, you either find that the seeds are all running loose around in here, or you get a little packet like this. Right, so what you're supposed to do is put water in this thing, and then these things all expand, and then you put the seeds on. But I don't think that's cool enough. I think it's cooler doing it this way. There's probably a reason why you shouldn't do it the way I'm about to do it, but I don't care, because I'm crazy. How many seeds are meant to be in this? 20, right, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Right, so it will be one seed per thing. I'm not fussed about doing that. Wow, they're really, really teeny, tiny seeds. That won't be in focus, but they are teeny seeds. If you don't have very good eyesight, this can be really difficult to do. In fact, I think I'm probably doing something dumb, because the chances are I will lose sight of these seeds. So I've just put 2 in the first ones, but what I'm going to do is take some of this water and start. Probably too much water. What you have to do is give it a few minutes. And these things, yeah, see that first one I've done, I think the seed has just swam away. So yeah, it does make sense. Oh no, it's still in there, still in it. If I just put my finger on, there's a few that I haven't got any yet. Ooh. And if you are doing this, try not to splash your curtains that are just out of shot. So yeah, this is the fun bit. This is great if you've got kids, they'll like this as well. But it's important, you know, because when you see stuff grow, it's nice. And it's very easy to get out of touch with the natural world, so to speak. Can you see all the water getting sucked in? It's all absorbing very quickly into these plugs. Don't know if you can hear that. Water's just all disappearing from view as the plugs suck it up, and they'll get bigger. I think there's almost none in there now that's loose. It's just picked it all up. So I'll just take that out right now. And these are great, these trays, really, for what you can do. And if you haven't got much room, this is what you want, really. Oh, I've just noticed you can see the bottom of this computer there. That's not great. Might as well tip that up a bit more so you can see me a bit more. Anyway, there we go. You can see enough. So what? Oh! It's all going out of control. I'm just gonna start putting some more technical problem here that you get when you're gardening in your living room. I'm just going to start dropping in these seeds. Sweet million, and I'll start from the other end, I think. So. Not quite. They're fairly damp. Probably could do with a tiny bit more water these. But I'll put these in and I'll give them another bit of drink afterwards. Now they do say don't overwater. The thing with this as well is they've got these little dips that automatically come out. It's really good. Is that a seed? Might be. Starting to wonder what's a seed and what's just a little bit of. I don't think I've got 20 in here. I think I'm a long way off 20. Oh, where was I? Lost track of where I was. I think there's one I've missed there. See when I count back at the end. No, yeah, I missed one. I don't know which one it was. There we go, so that's those. They're still getting a bit bigger. I don't think there's any more. Just have a check there's no more in there. So I could have started these while the weather was cold in here because the inside of the flat's relatively warm. But that's them with all loaded, they're all expanded quite a bit. What I am going to do, because they're not that wet, is just give a little bit more. I'm just going to pour a little bit more in here. Oh, I don't want to overdo it. What I don't want to happen is for the seeds to escape. Yeah, it's picking out that water. You can see it. That water, if I just move it around, it's disappearing as it gets sucked up by the plugs. And you can hear the noise of it going into it. The great things about this as well is you don't get dirty. The thing when you deal with compost inside, it's all gone now, the water. When you deal with compost inside, I'll give it a bit more. I think they've all got a little way to go. Generally speaking, seeds just need dampness to come through, because what you've got to remember is they don't need to be soaking. What you've got to remember is when seeds germinate in the wild, it's just in damp ground. And it's where seeds have dropped from fruit that's dropped off the vine or whatever, and it sits on the ground. It's not eaten by anything, or sometimes even if they're eaten by something, they can come out the other end and still grow. I don't think it's going to absorb much more water actually. This isn't going like the others did. Oh no, I can hear a bit. You might be able to hear it sort of squeaks and everything, is it? I think there's about as much that's going to go in there. And then all we need to do is just lightly to check. It's really important to check how deep they should be. It says thinly, so I'm just going to put a tiny bit over. Thinly cover it. And that's it. That is that's those sown. Yeah, in the wild, it's only damp ground that they germinate in. And if you've got something like mustard seeds, you can actually grow them. They've got enough energy in the seed that you can grow them off a bit of kitchen towel, you know, which is interesting for kids to see as well, I guess. Now the thing I was planning to do with this is I'm going to let these germinate, but these trays could quite easily be converted into just normal propagators, just chuck a load of soil in. But I do have some big propagators as well. I've got some lids at a bargain price, you may be surprised to hear, in Wilkinson's, you may be surprised to hear. But you know, I'm going to get some other. I've got some leafy seeds around and I'll probably plant them. So Shall I do these Alicantes? They're only 75p. There's 80 seeds in there. I want to do some Alicantes as well. And then at least I can take those when I go to other people's places and get them planted. Because you could just about, I mean, this is the other thing, if you're propagating things to plant somewhere else, because you might not want to have big plants in your home, but you might have somewhere that you want to take some plants. Oh, that's stuck underneath. You might have somewhere that you want to take some plants to, so they can, and you just get them started, you know. So you can have something growing. I mean, I think basil's a good one to keep in your flat and everything. You can grow it and use it and put it in cooking and all that kind of caper. But let's see. But sticker. Let's do some of this. There we go. It's a lovely day today as well. So I can button a load of water in here this time because I don't have any seeds in there. Oh, I've just spilt some. Get into trouble with the landlady. Oh, there we go. Oh, you can already see them. Put quite a lot of water in this time, but that water will just disappear as it all gets taken up. It's probably better to do a little bit, watch it absorb it, and then take it out and start again. I've got quite a wild beard here. I look like a wild man that's surviving off his own back. I've never sat in this bit of my flat before. I think I'm going to start doing it because the sun's come over. The part of sky where the sun is at the minute, it's going to be blocked out by god awful new building in the next few months, so I might as well enjoy it while I can. And this is the first time I've worn my summer hat, so this year anyway. There's a very interesting tale behind this hat that I'll tell some other time. Next time I do a live stream and I'm wearing it, ask me to tell the tale. It is going in. It's taking a little bit longer. That computer's making a lot of noise, so you're probably going to have a load of hiss and stuff on this that I'm going to end up having to try to extract. Yeah, that's just about. That's not too bad. That's quite wet, and that's just about. You can see nearly all the water's gone. In fact, there you can see it's just taking it all. So I feel something. I mean, I still feel like I'm a bit headachy and my eyes are strained and everything. But just sitting down and just doing some plants. It's we are beings that are somewhere between carnivores and herbivores. Same thing. Packet looks very similar to the one I've just taken out. So a quick look at the instructions on this one. So January to March for greenhouse crops, March to April for outdoor crops. So yeah, I'm going late with this one again. Keep at approximately 15 to 20 degrees. Seedlings usually appear at 7 to 14 days, which will be just about right. Growing on when plants reach a height of 15 degrees, 15 centimetres, transplanted in individual pots. Oh, I should remember that. 15 centimetres. Did it say anything on the other one about what height? 10 centimetres on the other one. Okay. Plants require support, so this one's going to be indeterminate as well, which means, I hope I'm getting this right. Someone might correct me in the comments if I've got it wrong. But that means that these will creep, and that you will get that they'll ripen at different times, the fruit on this. So. Transport to grow bags or large pots, April to May. For greenhouse crops. gradually acclimatise. Okay. So yeah, I mean these things you could theoretically just stick them if you've got a car, whatever, and you've got somewhere you want to take them to. You can stick them in the car, shoot straight out, and you can plant yourself. So if you've got a friend with a garden, or, you know, if you, I mean, people may well have a garden, but I mean, it's not that extravagant to have a garden. I've only got relatives with gardens, you see. I don't have a garden myself. Do you know what? I think I could do with a bit more water in there. Doesn't seem damp at all at that end, so I'll just stick a bit more. That's what I'm trying to avoid to do. Is put too much in. I don't know if you can hear that. It makes a really loud noise when. The water's going in. Some people I've never seen before. Oh, I'm doing a bit of a nose here. Actually, I'm not sure what I'm doing really. Some people that look completely lost wandering around in my courtyard. Don't know where they're going. Tell you what, I'll ask them. Don't know who those people were. Said they were looking for Cybermen. I don't like people being lost. I always go up to people. If you're ever in Nottingham and you look lost, there's a fair chance that I will approach you and say, "Are you lost?" and then guide you to the correct place. The worst place, there's a bar called the Hockley Arts Club, which is on Hockley, funnily enough, or is it? Yeah, I think it is still on Hockley. Should be with the name like Hockley Arts Club, and it's got a secret entrance. And if you walk up Hockley, pretty much any time, any day, in sort of hours where people would go to a bar, there's people aimlessly walking up and down looking for this club, and happens every time. I've guided so many people to that place, and it's so obscure where they've put it because the entrance is completely concealed. There's no sign. That every time I have to look and carefully look where I'm going to find it. Right, so I've stuck seeds in each of these, and I'm just gonna just check what the cover is, how much cover it needs. Should be only like this, shouldn't it? You want to be careful you don't put them too deep because they'll never push their way out. You see. Sow thinly. Oh no, sow thinly means that you sow them quite far apart. I'm only putting one seed in each one here. Cover lightly, that's right. Okay, so just cover lightly. Just all I'm doing is just pushing the tiniest bit of soil over. Teeny tiny. Barely anything going over there. It's just nothing there. It's just to make sure it's not completely exposed and it doesn't dry out. And that It's done really. And with these plugs, you don't normally have to do much more. It's just about keeping it damp, like I say, when you're waiting for them to germinate. But still got labels on this. You probably wouldn't even need to, you could, if you were going on holiday, say you're going on holiday, I don't know, if you were going on holiday tomorrow, you could probably go on holiday 2 weeks probably and get away without there being any more water going. If they're not in a very hot place, you could probably get away with it. And if you were going away, then if you put a bit of extra water in the bottom of here, it will get soaked up, and you'd probably get away. Probably 3 weeks at the most. Much beyond 3 weeks, you can be almost guaranteed that they'll germinate, grow, and probably die by the time you come back. I did mean to do some courgettes actually. Been really nosy now. This is a nice spot. I should sit here more often. Get this label off. I can do it in a really clumsy way. I might do more videos from this spot. Doesn't sound bad. I'm going to read my book from here in a bit, I think, if my headache's gone with this planting. I think I'll do a separate video where I do the time. What was the other thing I had? Basil. Yeah, I might do some basil. I got loads of crazy things. I brought a load of propagators back with me. As in like some proper decent ones. Didn't think I should have just kept them. And my relatives. These lids are just meant to keep keep the chill off, which makes a lot of sense in our winters. Anyway, go over my glasses. That is me. Let's just move up there. There we go. That's me with my wonderful bit of planting of plants. Thank you very much for joining me today. If you've enjoyed that, let me know, because I'm going to do more anyway. I don't care if people don't enjoy it. Yeah, let me know what you think. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. And if you haven't already got notifications, switch your notifications on, because one day I might say something that makes YouTube hate me, and then they won't tell you that I've got new videos because they're sneaky like that. Anyway. If there's ladies present, I should have taken my hat off. Anyway, in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Check out some of my other videos, but why not you have a turn, hey? Why not you have a go? Do some plants. That's an art attack and all that kind of stuff. Thanks for watching. I say it's like a phone call. I can't hang up. Bye bye.